Believe it or not, Evan, Mohamed Sanu is not enough for some Patriots fans. They want to know what the next move is going to be, not if, but what the next move will be. So I guess we have to humor them, right? That's our public. Let's get into it. More trade talk here on Patriots Press Pass. I'm Alex Barth. He's Evan Lazar. We're at Gillette Stadium. I don't even know where. Okay, let's begin here.
Yeah.
If they make another trade, what position do you like?
Tight end. I really think tight end's the spot. I know everybody wants a tackle. I want to tackle. I want to, you know me, I want to make the offensive line as good as possible. I just don't see who's available on the market that they can A, afford, and B, is being readily available on the trade market at the moment that they can go out and get. That's going to be a massive upgrade over what they have with Marshall Newhouse. If they go out and make a trade for another tackle, it's going to be another Marshall Newhouse. It's not going to be Trent Williams. I really don't. I think that ship has sailed. Washington doesn't want to trade him. The Patriots can't afford him. There's just too many hurdles to get over there. So the tight end position, I really think that they could possibly swindle a trade with the Oakland Raiders for Derek Carrier.
Before we get into play, all right, go ahead.
You're too late.
Go ahead.
It's too late. Tight end, Derek Carrier for Michael Bennett. It makes a lot of sense for both sides. The Raiders need a pass rusher. Derek Carrier is behind the depth chart with Foster Moreau there in Oakland and also Darren Waller in Oakland. So 2 tight ends ahead of him on the depth chart. He is a serviceable NFL veteran tight end. He's not anything special, but he's a guy that can come in here and at least be productive and do his job a little bit better than the guys that they have.
I'm still, I'm going to try to keep this realistic. I had said tight end last week because I wanted them to get a blocker and a pass catcher. It seemed like 2 birds, 1 stone. They have the pass catcher, so I would say tackle if there was one available. There's not.
Right.
I'm going to kind of stick to something I said last week. I'd like to see him get a kick returner.
I really
would. You had Brandon Bolden run the kick out Monday night against the Jets from deep in the end zone and get to the 17?
Yeah.
Nothing against Brandon Bolden, but he is back there solely because they trust him to make the right decision and they trust him to hold on to the football. He's not breaking any, 105-yard returns.
Sure.
Cordero Patterson is so valuable in that role. He was so valuable to the Patriots last year.
They would love to have Cordero Patterson just in general right now as an offensive playmaker.
That's what I'm saying. And maybe I'm a little bit out of left field here, but I don't know if you saw the Bears last week.
Yeah.
They did not look great. That's a team that maybe could be looking to move a piece. We've seen the Patriots do this before, right? Go out and trade for guys.
They actually did give CP a lot of money, though. That's the only difficulty.
So this is, again, sort of out of left field. I don't know if it would fit financially, but either way, a guy like that, I'd say Andre Roberts if he wasn't in the division, but I'm still kind of hung up on this idea that I'd like to see the Patriots go out and get a kick returner. They're clearly not done improving their special teams, signing Justin Bethel right the other week. So there's that. This edition of Patriots Press Pass is brought to you by HelloFresh, America's #1 meal kit. For seasonal recipes and pre-measured ingredients delivered right to your door, visit HelloFresh.com/CLNS80 and use the code CLNS80 for $80 off your first month. We got to talk, elsewhere, what else going on, because the Chiefs are still a contender. They're a team that could potentially make a move. The Bills could potentially look to upgrade. Who are the other players around the league that you think there's a realistic chance, even if it's not to the Patriots, could move in the coming days?
The name I would look out for is Robbie Anderson, actually, the team the Patriots just faced with the Jets. Anderson's in a contract year. I don't think that it really has completely worked out with New York, and I don't think that New York is going to want to pay him either. So they're going to be in a seller's market right now, obviously, with their record and their situation coming off that Monday night loss. So look for them to maybe trade Robbie Anderson, who's kind of the next receiver domino to fall, because you have Sanu, you have Sanders, those guys have already moved. Sounds like A.J. Green's not going anywhere because for some reason he's in love with Cincinnati and Cincinnati's in love with him.
It's odd.
So he doesn't sound like he's moving. So Robbie Anderson's a free agent after this season. The Jets probably aren't going to pay him long term, so it makes some sense for them to get something out of him now.
Just real quick on A.J. Green to wrap this up, because I don't necessarily have another name I think to watch for, but A.J. Green's 31 years old. The Bengals season is over.
Yeah.
He's making a bunch of money.
It makes no sense.
Why the hell is he still, for either side, why the hell is he still there?
I don't know.
Is the market low? Is nobody offering anything for him? Because I would imagine if I'm the Bengals and somebody comes to me and says, here's a 2nd-round pick, here's a 3rd-round pick, I take that for A.J. Green at this point.
Yeah, absolutely. He's never going to have real value ever again. Right. You're not going to get a 1st or a 2nd-round pick, I don't think, ever again out of A.J. Green.
He's going to be gone at the end of the year. I can't imagine they re-signed him if they couldn't get the extension done. And what's the comp pick value going to be for him? A 3rd-round pick. Yeah. So again, if somebody comes along,
because you have to give a real contract to get a 3rd-round pick back.
So again, if somebody comes along with a 2nd or 3rd, Take it.
Yeah.
Take it.
They're not going to take it.
I guess it wasn't on Marvin
They're not
Lewis.
going to take it. But one other name real quickly, Melvin Gordon out of the Los Angeles Chargers.
Interesting.
He has not played very well this season. He's really rusty. That holdout that he had has really had an impact on him. He is also in a contract year. They have been really reluctant to pay him this entire time. That's what led to the holdout. Austin Eckler might be their best back on that roster, and Melvin Gordon might be a perfect chip for a team that thinks that they're a contender, that's one piece away on offense, that wants to add a playmaker. Don't be surprised if Melvin Gordon moves.
You're gonna upset some people saying that a running back could be the difference in a contender.
You're right.
And how about Keenan Allen there too?
I think Keenan Allen stays.
I was very surprised to hear his name. I honestly was, but you bring up the Chargers, that's relevant.
Sure.
All right. Are there any names we missed? Leave them in the comments or let us know on Twitter at PatriotsCLNS. This edition of Patriots Press Pass has been brought to you by HelloFresh, America's #1 meal kit for seasonal recipes and pre-measured ingredients delivered right to your door. Visit HelloFresh.com/CLNS80 and use the code CLNS80 for $80 off your first offer. With Evan Lazar, I'm Alex Barth from Gillette Stadium. Thanks for watching.